Hi everyone, this is Dr. Nitin Choda with Ignition Time and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for being a viewer. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. I really appreciate you and I want you to know that my team and I work very hard for you every single day. All I ask from you is you please gently click the like button, ignite the subscribe button, and please click the notifications button so you get instant updates from us going forward. Now, I've been keeping you appraised step by step, literally a moment-to-moment analysis of what's been going on with the stimulus negotiations, and I'll continue to do that. But a lot of my viewers, a lot of my subscribers are coming to essentially resigned to the fact, I would even go so far as to say desensitized, because this is just unbelievably stressful. But a lot of my viewers and subscribers are resigned to the fact that we may not see stimulus. But I'm here to tell you that the probability of a stimulus before the election, although it's very low, I mean, we'll know what happens in the next 24 hours because of Speaker Pelosi's deadline, because of the fact that US Secretary Steve Mnuchin is going to come back from the UAE, and because President Trump is essentially, going to do what he can to try and win re-election. We'll know what happens in 24 hours. But I want to talk to you about the likelihood of stimulus after the election. Okay. And by the way, I have done another video talking about 4 scenarios on what's likely to happen post-election. I mean, when you think about it, there are only 4 scenarios. Number 1, President Trump gets re-elected and Republicans retain control of the Senate. Number 2, President Trump gets re-elected, Republicans lose control of the Senate. Number 3, former Vice President Joe Biden becomes elected and becomes a new president, and Republicans retain control of the Senate. And number 4, former Vice President Joe Biden becomes president and Democrats regain control of the Senate. So there's a consensus that if there's a blue wave, in other words, if we have a Democratic president and the Senate is won by Democrats and Democrats retain control of the House, that could lead to the largest stimulus. But on the other hand, there is some consensus that if President Trump gets re-elected, we could see the fastest stimulus. So I'm going to talk to you about what's likely to happen if there is no stimulus deal in the next few days. And I do think that anything can happen at this point in time because there have been too many surprises. There have been too many surprises in the past few weeks, and there's been too much stress. So what if a deal doesn't happen in the near term? I want to be clear that the stakes are very high. If there's no deal in the near term, it could be a long wait. It could be a long wait until we see further stimulus. Now, if current efforts are not successful, then the negotiations could get pushed back until after the election in the lame duck session, according to Ed Mills, who's a Washington policy analyst at Raymond James. And Congress will, I want to be clear, Congress will need to revisit extended government funding. I mean, after all, the government needs to get paid, right? Congress will also need to revisit government funding before December 11th in order to be able to avoid a shutdown. There is a chance that most stimulus could happen then by the December 11th deadline. And there is also, I want to be clear, the possibilities that lawmakers could wait until after the inauguration. Now, the inauguration of the next president of the United States is going to be on the 20th of January. 2021, okay? So we don't want them to wait that long because we don't want to wait until February for the stimulus. That is way, way too long. So if that does indeed happen, we could not see stimulus until February or March of next year, which is 1 full year from when the CARES Act was passed. That's just unbelievable. I want to be clear, the outcome of the November election will play a key role as well. And according to Mills, the view I have is the Trump re-election gets the money the fastest, and the Democrat sweep is the outcome that provides the most amount of funding. The problem, though, is if there's a Democratic sweep, we'll have to wait until January, potentially early February, for that bill to be signed into law by the new president, former Vice President Joe Biden, assuming former Vice President Joe Biden wins, which would mean that stimulus would not arrive until February. However, if President Trump wins re-election, what really matters is who wins control of the Senate, because that is the variable here that is holding everything up. And one of the stickiest points, one of the sort of biggest points is the stimulus checks. And I just want to be clear, both sides do want another round of $1,200 stimulus checks. And the area of disagreement. There are many areas of disagreement, as you know, the amount of aid for state and local funding, unemployment benefits extension, also who gets the stimulus checks. Democrats want to make everyone with a taxpayer identification number eligible, not, rather than a social security number, which, by the way, means a larger pool of individuals. So if you have a social, and let's say you don't have a social, but you have a TI and a taxpayer identification number, you would then become eligible. So this is going to be a problem as far as the Republicans are concerned. And according to Mills, his exact quote was, "This injects immigration politics into the debate." So right now there is still, there is still an area of disagreement, but I did want my viewers and subscribers to be prepared in case stimulus does not happen. I want to know in the comment section below, can you actually wait until February or March of next year for further stimulus? My guess would be no, because while these politicians, work on the election, they work on the SCOTUS nomination, they work on largely symbolic votes. The updated version of the HEROES Act was a symbolic vote. What Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell is going to do this week, the $500 billion in funding, which is something they tried a month ago, which went nowhere because the Democrats didn't support it. They're symbolic votes. That's what they're doing. But we need money to be able to put food on the table, to be able to keep the lights on, to be able to pay rent. And let me know in the comment section below, can you indeed wait that long? I mean, I don't see how anyone can. Can you let me know in the comment section below? And I just want my viewers, and the reason I made this video is I want my viewers and subscribers to be prepared in case the stimulus doesn't happen now, because the outcome of the election will determine what happens next. Definitely, please check out that 4 scenarios video where I go into more detail about the likely scenarios on what could happen post-election for the stimulus, depending on who wins the election. Not just the presidency, but who wins the Senate. That is extremely important. Who wins the Senate is extremely important in this larger calculus. And I'm just hoping that we do indeed have more stimulus, because this is what I've been hoping. I've been providing you updates, literally moment to moment updates, but I'll let you know regardless what happens and which way this goes. I appreciate you watching. I do want to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. Please let me know what you think in the comment section below. The links to all our resources, as always, will be in the description section below, so you can check them out for yourself as well. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. My name is Dr. Nitin Chhoda with Ignition Time. If you don't know anything about me, please check out my video. You'll learn more about who I am, what my journey has been like, and why you should listen to me. Keep in mind, we release videos at 2 p.m. East Coast time most days of the week. You can get your cell phone out, get on our important SMS alerts list. Simply send a text message with the word ignition or with the word time to 70,000. That's 70000. You'll get added to our SMS alerts list. You can also get added, if you want, to our email list. Simply go to ignitiontime.com/alerts. That's ignitiontime.com/alerts, and you'll get added to our email list. You can opt out of the SMS list or the email list at any point in time that you want. Now, here's something important. You can also follow us on Instagram. Simply go to ignition_time. That's our handle on Instagram, and follow us on Instagram. You'll get exclusive news and alerts on Instagram. Speaking of alerts, you'll also get alerts on Twitter. Simply follow us at ignition_time on Twitter. That's ignition_time on Twitter. Also, keep in mind, sometimes YouTube does not always send out notifications on time. So simply bookmark youtube.com/ignition time. That's youtube.com/ignition time. That's our handle, and you can essentially visit the home page of our channel, and you can watch the videos at any point in time that you want. You're not dependent on YouTube notifications, so I think that'll be very valuable. Also, keep in mind that if you learn something new from this video, please comment below. You'll find the links in the description section below to all our sources, so you can always check out all our sources, always, every video in the description section below, so you can research the content for yourself. If you learn something new from this video, please consider clicking like, please subscribe, please enable notifications. I want you to gently tap that subscribe button, and then I want you to ignite that notification button. That would mean a lot to me and the entire team at Ignition Time. And finally, please share this video with friends and family members. That's your vote of confidence in us and all the effort that goes on behind the scenes at this channel. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next episode of Ignition Time. Take care. Bye.